At the beginning of every new Fortnite season, we're always greeted by an entirely new battle pass to work or even play our way through. With each and every new battle pass, we're also given the chance to unlock a new tier 100 skin, which is always hyped up to be the best skin of each season. We always expect the next season to have an even cooler tier 100, but sadly, this hasn't always been the case. Some tier 100 skins have become absolute classics, where others have just been plain overrated. So on today's episode of The Countdown, we'll be ranking all of the tier 100 skins we've seen so far, from worst to best. Number 10. Vendetta. On May 9th, 2019, this robot-like skin was released as the Tier 100 for the Season 9 Battle Pass. It has 5 different stages and also has 6 color variants to choose from, which is great and all, but the skin itself is pretty boring overall. As the stages progress, they really don't make all that much of a difference. And in the end, this skin doesn't do much to stand apart from the others. You'll need to have earned 250,000 XP in order to unlock all the stages of Vendetta, and personally, I don't think it's worth that kind of effort. The skin itself looks like some sort of Japanese robot human, which is fitting considering the theme of the season was the future. In the end, I guess the little flames on his shoulders are neat, but overall the skin definitely seems like it is lacking compared to the other tier 100s. Number 9. Lux. Lux is the first ever female tier 100 Fortnite skin, and it is also the most simple tier 100 skin that Epic has ever made. The biggest problem with the skin is that all of the styles it has are pretty much color changes and nothing else. There are also only 4 styles to choose from, and it doesn't really make any sense why they didn't at least give us some more color variation if they weren't going to make full-on separate styles. This skin came out for Season 8's Battle Pass alongside the pirate theme, and it was definitely unlike any other tier 100 skin we had seen up until this point. Although the skin's golden pants and simple design were pretty cool, they're just not what we've come to expect from tier 100 skins. Maybe if they would have added some more pirate clothing to her, such as a pirate hat or a little parrot on her shoulder maybe? Lux is really just missing that one extra feature to make it look like she deserves the tier 100 status. Number 8. Dire. The Dire skin is a werewolf, and that's pretty much all there is to it. It was the Season 6 Tier 100, and it most certainly was not a fan favorite. This skin comes with 6 unlockable styles and 4 different colorways to choose from. To get the final style of the skin, you're gonna have to earn 250,000 XP, which isn't too bad, especially if you're playing with friends. The first 2 styles go through this transformation from human to werewolf, and then the rest of the styles are just the same wolf with different fur colors. On top of these styles, you get to choose one of 4 colors for this headband and shirt, adding a bit more customization. While the skin isn't exactly the worst skin out there, it is definitely underwhelming for a tier 100. Number 7. Fusion. Fusion is the most recent skin that has been released on this list, as it came out as a part of the Chapter 2 Season 1 Battle Pass. The first form of the skin looks amazing. The glowing aura that comes out behind his hood and gauntlets is great, but the other styles completely ruin it. As you unlock the other 2 styles for this skin, you'll see that they both completely cover up the glowing aura that made him look so evil in the first place. If anything, Epic should have left the glowing colors on the skin and changed up what he was wearing rather than covering up with gold and silver. Even if they did decide to cover up the aura, couldn't they have at least made the clothing stand out a little bit more? Seems very plain. We didn't really appreciate the variations for this skin, but its base style is pretty cool and lives up to the hype as far as tier 100 skins go. Number 6. The Ice King. If you've been playing Fortnite since Season 7, then you probably distinctly remember the Ice King appearing as a giant figure in the sky and causing a giant blizzard around the entire map. His throne resided at Polar Peak, and he served as the antagonist in the game during that season. If you bought the Battle Pass in Season 7, then you could have unlocked him if you reached Tier 100, as well as his 3 color options to choose from, which were red, gold, and silver. To unlock all 3 of the color options, you'll have to outlive 25,000 opponents in Battle Royale matches, but that's not too hard to accomplish if you're playing the game for hours on end. Overall, the Ice King was a huge part of the Fortnite story, and seeing him running across the map is a great reminder of what the game was like all the way back in Season 7. Since you've made it this far, make sure to use our creator code ArcadeCloudPlays. You can use it in the item shop every time you're stocking up on V-Bucks to buy your new favorite skins. It really helps our channel out and keeps us creating. And don't forget to subscribe to The Countdown right here on YouTube. Hit that like button, click the bell, and leave a comment. We do new episodes each week, so make sure to keep checking back for more. Now, where were we? Number 5. Omega. At first, most thought that this skin was utter garbage until people realized what exactly it was that Epic was doing. The Season 4 Battle Pass was the first time that Epic introduced styles for skins. They did a magnificent job at this too, by creating super plain skins with little to no features and building them up as you play the game. To unlock the full set of armor for Omega, you'd have to be playing the game pretty often until you reach level 80. When you reached level 80, you unlocked accents, which meant that there were even more bright lights on his chest and arms. Once you unlock the rest of the armor though, you will have now unlocked various colors to choose from for the lights. These colorful lights are very rare nowadays, because not that many people made it above level 80 during Season 4, considering there weren't as many challenges and XP bonuses back then. Omega was a pretty cool concept and can definitely be considered one of the more memorable Tier 100 skins. Number 4. Ragnarok. This skin was released on July 12th of 2018 as the Tier 100 skin for the Season 5 Battle Pass. Simply put, it's basically an experienced Viking with various styles as you gain experience. To unlock all of his styles, you need to gain 500 XP, which was not at all easy to accomplish. What makes this skin so amazing is how the styles add up to create a look unlike anything else we've seen in Fortnite. He starts as a bald, scarred, covered Viking and turns into an armored legend with glowing blue eyes and glowing horns on his mask. This skin is the perfect representation of what a Tier 100 should look like, in my opinion, because of how the styles appear to level him up, and just how epic the end result ended up being. Number 3. Dark Knight. If you play Fortnite at all, then you probably know about this skin. It's a legend to the game, and only those who grinded through hundreds of Battle Royale games back in Season 2 could have gotten it. It was a part of the very first Battle Pass, and only a select number of people were actually able to unlock it. At the time, there weren't nearly as many challenges for people to complete to unlock more tiers and level up. This made it so you really had to be playing almost every day if you wanted to finish the Battle Pass before the season ended. What makes this skin even more rare is the fact that this season came out before Fortnite really blew up. Even if you did play Fortnite at the time, most people weren't spending money on it, considering it was a brand new game that was completely free to play. I wish I would have actually bought the Battle Pass back then though, because having this skin is such a flex in the game today. Oh well. Number 2. ULTIMA Knight. Speaking of the Dark Knight, the ULTIMA Knight is the best remixed version of the original Season 2 Tier 100. This new and improved version served as the final skin in the Season 10 Battle Pass. It came with 6 different styles to choose from, which include 3 different color options of red, gold, and silver, just like Ice King. But this skin also featured a completely separate style. This style is called Origin Style, and it was made to look almost exact to the original Dark Knight. If you're one of those who missed out on the Season 2 skin, like myself, Epic gave us another chance to get the skin, but this time they made it look even better than before. Number 1. The Reaper. The Reaper is what brought a lot of attention to Fortnite before it blew up. This mock-up of John Wick released back in Season 3 as the Tier 100 prize, and memes of this skin could be found all over the internet. In Season 3, whenever you ran up to someone with a John Wick skin, then they probably built a giant fortress in 2 seconds and you shot a single bullet in their direction. This stereotype turned into a joke that was spread all over the internet, bringing a lot of attention to the game. Aside from the internet memes, the skin itself is rather simple. It's a man in a suit that is meant to resemble John Wick. They didn't have any affiliation with the John Wick series at the time though, at least until the middle of May, when they released a quote-unquote new John Wick skin with one other style. The Reaper will always be the OG Tier 100 skin, and one of the most iconic Fortnite skins overall. And that's a wrap for our video on the top 10 Tier 100 skins in Fortnite Battle Royale. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the countdown right here. Thanks! And if you haven't already, leave a comment down below with what you think. Hit like on this video, share it with your friends, and click the little bell so you know when we upload. Don't forget to use our creator code ArcadeCloudPlays in the item shop the next time you're buying V-Bucks and stuff. Until next time, later!